Cause you're a streak breaker, fleek taker, heartbreaker, gonna turn your face to me. How's it going, everybody? Yeah. Surprise Sunday stream. Surprise! It's Sunday, and we're streaming. I don't know, I could have felt like it. I was, yeah. So, I don't know. Sometimes when I'm not playing this game, I'm like, crap, I really want to play Uncharted Waters New Horizons. I don't know why. I don't know. I do know why, because this is a very smooth experience for a decent concept. That's why. And I got stuff to do. So, Baron, Red Wing, and Mr. Thou, thanks for popping in and enjoy the ride. We're here in Calicut, and I need to leave. Here we go. I need to leave, and we need to sail back to Africa. And let me check what we got here. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. I'm gonna buy a lot of gold. Streaming on the Lord's Day. How's it going, third strongest mole? Yes. We are doing it in the Anno Domini, no less. Yeah. I don't know. Kind of felt like it. Family's out right now, so I was like, you know what? I need to hit that water. Sometimes you get the itch. This game is really hard to recommend. A couple people had asked me what it's like, especially I think considering that it's on, it's on NSO. People be curious, but this is not a game for everybody. No, and I've said this before, no game is for everybody. There's, name a game that would be literally for everyone. Beyond a rating, obviously, there's rated E for everyone. They're lying. It's not rated E for everyone. It's rated E for children. And children aren't everyone. That said, I don't think any game is for everyone. And I don't think this game, especially, is for everyone. This is for a very specific kind of person. You suspect you would like it but haven't made the time. And this is also a very time-consuming game, third strongest mole. So I'm kind of blown away that the length of time that I'm spending on just Keone's campaign is the general length of time for a shortish, a middling to shortish Super Nintendo RPG. And there are 6 characters in this. The amount of content in New Horizons is pretty mind-blowing. Let's see what they got here. I think they should have gold. We could probably get it for pretty cheap. $6.52. Yeah, why not? We'll go ahead and we'll pick some up for that price. What are we looking at for cargo? We've got 16 food, 16 water. We can sail pretty far with one ship on just that. Elite Dangerous Space Trucker Simulator. Wow. I've not played that. I personally find sim games really relaxing if they're not too tedious. Sometimes sim games can slip into that. You're trying too hard to emulate reality and it just becomes mundane work. I've said before, I think video games are work, but they should abstract reality in such a way that that's masked with fun. Okay, let's see what we can get this down to. 619 is amazing. We might be able to sell this for nearly twice as much. Okay, we're not going to be able to afford all that, but I'm going to save a little bit right here for, so that's was that 1,200, 2,400? I think that I could actually get away with that much and still have enough for food on the way back. Whoops. And that's a decent amount. That's almost the full tank of gold right there. Online, lots of NPC interaction. Reminds me of it since the core rankings you get are for trading, combat, exploration. Cool. And there is question mark an Uncharted Waters MMO. I think Baron might be able to confirm. Actually, I don't know. Baron, I don't know if you can hear me. I know your brother really likes Uncharted Waters. I think I know less about your personal taste. You might be a little less open about your personal taste than your brother is. Let's supply up. And that'll take us pretty far. Quite sure. Aegis, how's it going? Save your watch streak. The stream. That's all good. Don't worry about it. I appreciate it. Yeah, every once in a while I gotta throw a bone in here. Well, not throw a bone, throw a wrench. And this was my stream streak breaker. But it didn't work. Y'all are too canny for it. Yeah, what's your take, Baron, on the Uncharted Waters and Koei games? I was saying that your brother, Mr. Temper, is very open about his tastes, maybe even aggressive about his tastes. You seem a little more reserved about your tastes. And so I'm curious if... we got tons of gold. I'm not going to do that. I'm curious if you are as affectionate towards these games in Koei as your brother is. We were just mentioning just sim games in general, the MMO for Uncharted Waters. Stuff like that. I can't imagine myself rushing to play another Koei game or Uncharted Waters game after this. But that said, I am enjoying this experience. I think this is the best Koei game on the system by a long shot. Ravaging Justice, we are on a Sunday. I'll keep you company if you stayed home from church. How's it going? Yesterday you walked. Wait, as you get to the cool. Walking is good. Yes. Yes. No, walking is good. I do that to myself too with a back injury. Some days push far and then some days too far. That's the way it goes. Alright, we made, actually, didn't even hit a storm, huh? Doing that whole route. Okay, so now we're gonna go all the way up to northern. Oh shoot. Okay, I need to turn around here. Right here, there's fortunately Santa Cruz. Huge fan of Romance of the Three Kingdoms. In Indo, you can take your leave. Yeah. It gets a bad rap, but isn't terrible. Uncharted Waters is really good, but you need to embrace all the game or it gets boring. Combat is real fun. Trading is means doing well in the combat. Yeah. I'm seeing kind of similar to the first game. It seems like, you know, trading is great for early game, and then you build up, and then eventually you become a combat juggernaut. Obviously, dueling in this one kind of complicates that. But the trading routes start shifting, right? That's definitely different from your brother, though, who is very evangelistic, let's say, about his affection for an Indo. I did get him to admit on stream that, or in chat rather, I was streaming, that an Indo isn't very good. I don't think I would call an Indo terrible, and I've said I don't think it's the worst game on this system, or worst RPG on this system, but this system happens to have a lot of really good RPGs. And Indo's biggest sin is it's just really tedious and boring. The boring part is the subjective bit, obviously. The tedium is the objective bit, because there's quite a lot that's just repetitive in that game. Okay, let's land in Bristol and see what we can get here. Play Liberty or Death. Yeah, that was Super Nintendo. Like trying to do a peaceful run of Final Fantasy. I mean, I guess it's not like there's random encounters in this, right? Like, but you're gonna have to do combat eventually. I see, is your point. Nindo should have been shorter. It should. Oh, dang. We mentioned a Nindo, and Mr. Temper can actually smell one drop of a Nindo in 100,000 gallons of water. And here he is, the man, the myth, the legend himself. How's it going, Tempe? You just booted up New Horizons? Well done. You could do it. If I could do it, you could do it. I mean, if a schlub like me can manage this game, you know, you're an Uncharted Water speedrunner over here. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna do the Catalina campaign? Wait just a minute. Hang on. Hold out all the stops. Ravaging Justice, you've never finished Nindo Way of the Ninja. And yet you and Mr. Temper are probably the biggest evangelists I've ever met for Nindo Way of the Ninja. Constantly getting on my case for throwing mud at Nindo Way of the Ninja. And yet neither of you have finished the game. What the heck? I feel gaslit. I feel a little cheated. I feel a little I feel a little shanghaied over here. How could you do this to me? Beautiful Death Gaming, what's up with you? How are you? Happy Sunday. Yeah, how's the weekend going? How's everybody's weekend going? Congrats on the 20 stream streak, Aegis Runestone. Let's see. He's gonna do Joao and kill Atlantis. Oh dang. Pick the map maker from Holland. He's gonna be putting the map making on hold to kill everyone and steal their stuff. Nice. Not playing in character, but you know, you can respect that. No, I agree. You don't have to complete a game to enjoy it. I fully agree with that. I know plenty of Final Fantasy VII enjoyers who are looking forward to their first playthrough of Final Fantasy VII. Reminds me of that joke. It's like huge Earthbound fan excited to play Earthbound for the first time. Not quite to that level, obviously, but you two are extremely aggressive in your affection for Nindo Way of the Ninja. You've come after me. You've showed up to my house and stuck your foot in the door to talk my ear off about Nindo Way of the Ninja. And to find that neither of you completed it is a little shocking. I'm not saying that that's a requirement, but it's a strange coincidence, we'll say that. Congrats on the 7-stream streak. Oh yeah, soft lock, blah, blah. I mean, you could still go back and play it. Like, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. 20 stakes. Oh, see that italics strikes again. 20 stakes is a lot of stakes. One does not finish an Nindo. One can only be finished with an Nindo. Yes. The Nindo Way of the Ninja finished you. Majo and Scarlet say hi. Well, they're awesome, so say hi back. He's playing in character. He's taking on the role and decides where he goes. It's not role following games. Yeah, it's role playing games. No, don't argue that point. That's ridiculous, Baron. How could you? Right, have I heard the good news? What good news? You're afraid of a Nindo. I thought you liked a Nindo. This doesn't sound like a super Nindo fan. The Earthbound bit is real, yeah. Earthbound and Final Fantasy VII are the two biggest for that joke. You know, just doing the Lord's work for retro gaming. You restored some OG Xboxes. Well, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna sell here because that is decent market rate right there. I bought these for like $6.19, so we're gonna make a bunch of money here. And then I think I'm gonna go down and buy some ivory. Yeah, well, tell us more about your whole soft lock thing, if you want. I know you're a little traumatized by it, but maybe Ravaging Justice got past that part. That's too much. Let's do. This is back up to like 30. I'm gonna go down to get some ivory from the west coast of Africa, and then we'll come back. I really like the trading more than combat in both of these. Well, we'll be able to sail for a long enough time. What the heck? There we go. Yeah, it can be done. Believe. Believe in yourself. We believe in you. I know it sounds like a cat poster. So you've made it what, like 2/3 of the way through the game? I think besides for you two, I did meet one other guy who was like a super Nintendo fan in a way. He had done music covers for Nintendo. Actually, he wrote the guest spot for my my Nintendo chapter in my book. I thought that would be pretty unique to capture the anecdotes of somebody who likes the game so much that they actually produced content for the game. So what's restoration of an SNES look like for you, Beautiful Death Gaming? Do you stream those restorations? I know some people will do restoration streams. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where to stop here. Ravaging Justice, you've beaten this game, right? I know you're a super fan of New Horizons. Tell me you've beaten this one. You have. Like, there's no like this is much more playable and enjoyable. I mean, I really do. I think this game is spectacular. So you've beaten it multiple times, all 6 characters. This is a really good one. Like a simulation game that really does not bog you down too much in repetitive menu spamming or tedious realism. There's a lot of good in this. This might be, going out on a limb here, okay, but this might be the equivalent of like a Lufia 2. It's not that good, but Lufia 2 for me was a game that I had not played as a kid and had never heard of before formulating my list. And playing it for the first time as an adult, just super mind-blowing. Really good stuff. This kind of occupies that same kind of category where this is my first time playing it, but it is that surprisingly good. Speaking of surprisingly good, Cinco Play in the house here on Uncharted Sunday. New Horizons. Cinco, hey, thanks for the resub. I appreciate it. 34, there are 3, I can't even read. 3-4 is the new 6-7. Oh, my math brain. Thanks for the 11 months of subs. I appreciate it very much. Thanks for all the support. And I know you can even be in here all the time too. So the fact that you would show that level of support even when you can't be in here all the time and enjoy the chit chats and the stream of streams, I appreciate it. So thanks very much. Beautiful Death Gaming. I don't have a proper stream up to do that, or set up to do that. Hyper fixated on the repair. Oh yeah. No, for sure. I can empathize with that. There are times when I've gotten so into the game that I kind of forget, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be talking to people. Okay, I see Amber. I still haven't come across Ivory. Some things in this game serve a slightly different purchase. I did not buy a telescope in this game, so I don't know. I'm not really sure what that does. How's it going, Depraved Slasher? Rare Sunday stream, indeed. Everybody here is familiar with my calendar, or with my schedule, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like doing some of the streams today. So how's it going for you, Slashy? A little more lookout. Oh, like it increases the range of discovery for like villages and ports. Is that what it is? We'll just stop in all of these until I find the ivory. So far, not finding any. Justice, do you remember? Oh, okay, so it's a range thing. Do you remember which port has got the ivories in it? Because so far I haven't found it. I haven't found which one it is. Here on the west coast of Africa. Where we bless the rains. I bless the rains. I don't know what to do now. Oh, is it that short? It just came out like a couple days ago, right? I mean, I guess that's the length of like a Resident Evil game, right? There we go. Ivory. Got it. Price is acceptable. Well, we're going to negotiate that down a bit. 110. 114. I'll take it. Let me... Yeah, sure. We got... Let me just save a few spots here for the food and waters. Okay, and then let me see about where I can get the best price on this. I really love the bookkeeper feature on this game, where they will tell you where you can sell this stuff. $16 hours. Oh, Hanoi. That's shoot. Where's the map? That's in Asia, isn't it? I don't want to go over there. Yeah, that's all the way on that side. Well, I got nothing better to do. I guess we'll sail to Hanoi, sell off this ivory, and then on the way back, we'll pick up some gold, I guess. I like this song. Thanks for the lurk, Beautiful Death Gaming. I appreciate you. Enjoy your adulting. It sells fine in Europe, so it's like the difference here. Like because I kind of don't want to sail all the way to Hanoi. I'd prefer to move this game forward. Like we do have a decent amount of money, so maybe I'll just make the return trip to Europe instead. Hopefully that's not a wrecked market or anything like that. Yeah, Hanoi is a distance away, and then back to East Africa to pick up more gold. There's a lot. I mean, I'm only running the one ship with a really small crew right now, so my trips are really cheap. Like I'm geared for trading, but yeah, eventually we're gonna have to start. I guess I need to start investing in ports in order to start getting more complex ships. Or can I beat the rest of this game just doing duels? Because then I don't need to worry about buying more ships and crap like that. Like on this character, I never... Oh, shoot. Yeah, we did not make it that far. Like on this character, I did not really want to deck out a war fleet or anything like that. But I know I've got some battles ahead. Just do the duels. It seems cheaper and less time consuming. Next playthrough I do on here, I do want to build a battle fleet as Catalina. I want to do all the pirating, but yeah, we'll have to wait for that. Okay, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Where the heck am I? It seems like you could beat fleets fair and square without having to duel, and that's just kind of like an extra option type thing. So there's that. I imagine, again, I haven't beaten this yet. We could ask Ravaging Justice, but now those scripted those scripted duels, you could throw those, right? Like, you don't actually have to beat those 2 pirate battles in order to proceed. Because I know they do, they script in Antonio. It was the battles with Antonio. They script in. And I didn't think... Yeah. So it seems like with this character, you could get by without dueling. What about the map maker that Mr. Temper chose? Holland, was it? Or was he from Holland? I can't remember. We'll be able to sail long enough. Okay, we'll try stopping in Lisbon for the ivory cell. I think I bought these for 114. Oh, this is another cool feature in this game, though, actually. I think... Yeah, it tells you... It actually records what you bought things for. That is pretty nice. There's definitely a lot of good quality of life features in here. Oh wow. It's an underdog type thing. It's a David and Goliath type thing where you charge their main ship, challenge their cocky captain to a duel, and then you beat him, and then yeah, everybody's like, oh crap, don't pick a fight with that 16-year-old blonde commissar who's got his own fleet of 1 ship. It is a little silly, but I like it. I think I don't mind the duels as much as you. Okay, let's try selling these, see what we can get. Oh, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. It's almost 3 times what we got. I'm gonna go ahead and sell these then. That's a decent little run right there. Okay, so let's try moving things forward. Now I believe we did have to land here in Lisbon. So we're gonna do this. See what's up. Mommy, why Keone? This is a sudden surprise. What brings you here? Mother, I have a favor to ask of you. That's why I came back. A favor? What is it? Is it something I can do? Well, actually, I'm looking for the staff of Poseidon, and I need the adventurer Pietro's help to find it. I see. I will tell Pietro. Let's see, right now he's... Oh, pirates again. No, just kidding. Duchess, Pietro Conti has just come back from the land of Zipangu. Well now, what a nice coincidence. Pietro, I need a favor from you. A favor? Oh, this is the guy. How can I refuse a favor to a Franco? As long as it's not about money, I'd be happy to hear it. Do you know anything about the staff of Poseidon? Oh, sure, the secret treasure of the land of Atlantis. Last rumor I heard was that it was last seen in Africa, if I'm not mistaken. Exactly. The location is exactly right. Do you have any information about the secret treasure itself? The trading is easier because you said quicker? Oh, it is. Why is the Italian adventurer speaking with an Irish accent? Because it's just what happens. I don't know who Pietro Conti is or where he's from. Like, they just straight up drop this guy in, and he's just going to have a very slight Irish accent. Because that's where he was born. His original name was Joseph Haggis, and he eventually moved to Italy and changed his name. That's his real backstory. You didn't know that? Oops, trading is easier because you sail quicker. Oh, that's for darn sure. The sailing is freaking great on this. I don't really care what it is I'm looking for or how it will sell for. Or maybe he's supposed to sound like this. I told you earlier I'd be happy to do you a favor for the Franco family, but I'd go and find it for you. Waha! Woohoo! Yeah! Wah! No, not feeling it. I'm forever in your debt. Don't be ridiculous. I live for this kind of stuff. But don't hate me if I don't find it. I'll get on the case right away. Where should I bring it when I find it? If it's not too much trouble, it needs to be taken to the port of Massawa. Alright then, to the port of Massawa it will go. Alright, so he's just gonna go look for it. You're wise to leave this in his hands. He always finishes a job no matter how hard it gets. He's a bit of a wise guy, Captain, but he looks like a trustworthy sort. Well, let's head for Massawa and let them know. Oh, now I gotta go to Massawa? Okay. Alright. My whole life is just sailing around Africa. Over and over and over again. They got any glass beads here? Glass beads. Got rock salt. There's arms, raisins. Because glass beads, that's decent. That's decent for stuff. Maybe we'll go up north a little bit. Were there glass beads in Seville? I think there were. Ooh, I don't know if I could land there though now. I don't know if I could port in Seville anymore because somebody had the brilliant idea of attacking a Spanish merchant. This is also so unlike other RPGs on this system. Obviously, you know, its predecessor being the exception. But this is a completely different experience. I think this would be a great palate cleanse. Does it bug you when people spell palate like a wooden palate when they mean like the palate in your mouth? Or when they spell palette like a color palette versus a palette in the mouth? That's a little pet peeve for me. Okay, let's see what they got here. Be careful, this is a Spanish port. Oh yeah. So what are they gonna like overcharge me now here? Oh, they don't have anything. So we'll go up to the place. Amsterdam, I think, has got glass beads that we can then trade in East Africa. We'll pick up some gold on the way back. Nice. Well, that's always fun. Good thing we got dueling with the best equipment in the game, but still. So for those who know me, you may know that I prefer come on now, game. Getting stuck there a little bit. That I prefer Tetramaster over Triple Triad. I think Tetramaster is more like playing tic-tac-toe. Sorry, Triple Triad more like playing tic-tac-toe. Tetramaster has got a nice RNG level to it that lets you play statistics of victory based on numerical advantages, which is how you play RPGs anyway. So I don't get why that irks people so much. But there's a similarity to that and dueling in here. You're still kind of trying to play to advantages. Whoops. Numerically speaking, but it is also kind of irksome at the same time. Glass beads. I'm going to pay you 1. Okay, fine. We'll pay you the full price. Tetramaster is bad because you're forced to win a tournament in the game? No, you're not. You could throw that and still advance, right? Or am I misremembering? Like, they give you cards, and you could just keep playing until you eventually win. But I don't remember that ever being a problem because I don't suck at Tetramaster. Y'all got him started. Oh, yeah. These are fighting words. James, how's it going? The waters are slowly being charted. Very slowly. Very, very slowly. Jolly Jared, I didn't see you come in as well. How's it going? I can't because I would never accept that. Then just get good at Tetramaster. It's not impossible. Like, people always mention that tournament in the game, but it's like, Tetramaster is not impossible to win at. I could see if you didn't play any battles at all the whole game in Tetramaster, then you'd be like, oh, what the heck? But, like, if you've played any card games in the numerous times that you've had the opportunity to play card games, then you'll be fine. Okay, we're gonna save some space here for a bit of food. Well, we've got our glass beads. Yeah, I think I'm remembering right that you don't have to win that tournament in order to. So let me get this straight, Ravaging Justice. Tetramaster is bad because you're forced to win a tournament in the game that you always won anyway. I don't even understand that complaint from your perspective then. If you got stuck on that and couldn't beat it, I could understand that being a complaint. But yeah, there's a lot of people that say things that's just kind of parroted on the internet that sounds like what your friend was doing, but it's like that's like a 5-minute segment of the entire game where they force you to play it, and if you don't have to win, it's not that big a deal. You have to win the 2 first matches, but not the final, so you don't have to win the whole tournament. Complain about it. It's bad because you have a bad friend who complained a lot. That's not the game's fault. That's the friend's fault for being a whiner. I'm sure they're a nice person. Oh my goodness, no. I would say Final Fantasy IX is the strongest of the numerical trilogy on PS1. I think Final Fantasy IX is spectacular. It certainly has the best character development for many characters compared to a lot of other Final Fantasies. Like, I would organize Final Fantasy IX of the numerical trilogy on PS1. I would say 8, 7, 9, 9 at the top. Tactics, I put above 9. Tactics has just got the more competent story and all that. Incredible character development. Come on. I'm gonna starve to death because I can't land in Lisbon. Yeah, all 3 of those crap the bed at some point. 9 just waits much longer to do it before it craps the bed. Like, once you get to, like, the final 10th of Final Fantasy IX, then it's like, all right, what are we doing here? But, like, that happens, like, halfway in 8 and maybe the final third in 7. Oh, Mr. Temper here with his temperous complaints. This is coming from the guy who likes a ninja with a ninja. Let us remember. Oh, I don't need to buy goods. Card game. They did digitally, right? I think that they put out a physical copy of a card game before. But, you know, it being typical Square Enix, there's probably super limited quantities and they canceled it early and all that. I want to see Blitzball at the Summer Olympics. That's what I want. I don't know about you guys, but give me my underwater soccer. My underwater FIFA. Yeah, we're going to have to make frequent stops because I bought too many glass beads. Story of my life. What you going to do? Not hold that much that much food and water. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, I haven't saved in a while, so let me go ahead and save here. So how's everybody's weekend going? By the way, anybody do anything fun this weekend? I actually had a really cool meetup with somebody from chat in real life yesterday. It was awesome. He asked me to sign his copy of my book. That was the first and only time that I've signed this book. I did do signings of my previous book. So that was a lot of fun. It was very encouraging. Just a really nice guy. And he gave me some things. I gave him some things. I gave him a copy of SimCity Super Nintendo, some stickers, a Castlevania record. And then he gave me, so I didn't have this. I have a pretty big Super Nintendo collection, but I never owned the Super Mario All-Stars plus Super Mario World combo cart. Never owned that. And he gave me a copy. I was very happy about it. So last night, I was learning the kids some hard life lessons by having them play Super Mario World. They had played the NES Marios fairly extensively, I think, I would say. But, oh boy. But they didn't have too much experience with Mario World. So it was a lot of fun to see them. You know, try and figure it out, stuff like that, get a hang of the controls. Oh, I think we're good friends now, Mr. Temper. But yeah, I would love to meet. I'd love to meet you in real life. I think there's so much more about a meaningful human connection when it's done in real life. And I'm not saying that you can't have meaningful human connections online. I'm not saying that at all. You certainly can, but there's such an extra level of connectivity when you're there in person and able to see somebody's body language and their mannerisms and their tone of voice and all that. So it was really awesome. It was really cool. And it was awesome to get a Super Nintendo cart that I never had before. That was really exciting. I told my kids the definitive experience for this was you got to stay up all night until you get the hang of it and beat it. They made it to about 11 and they're like, it's bedtime. Yeah, let's supply up here. Whenever I do sign a book, I haven't signed many. I mean, that makes it sound like I sign books all the time. I don't. But whenever I do have the opportunity to sign a book, I always like writing in the coverlet, "We read to know we are not alone." I feel like there's a connection that's almost psychic that's built between readers and authors across centuries when you read books. But I can't remember who said that, and I always forget to look it up. That's not a quote from me. That's a quote from somebody. I feel like it's Abraham Lincoln, but I always forget to look it up. I should just start putting Moses Norton. I said that. Abraham Lincoln got it from me. Okay, we are just about... I don't know why I napped there. I didn't need to do that. I don't know. Maybe I like leaving during the day. Yeah, I'll be able to sail far enough. Oh, it was C.S. Lewis? Now, that's why that quote sticks in my head. I'm a big fan of C.S. Lewis. Did you just look it up just now? Oh, according to Google. They always get everything right. No, I'm just kidding. I think that's right, though. Because that sounds like something C.S. Lewis would say. I couldn't tell you where he said it or anything like that. Oh, they are laden with stuff. Let's see what they got here. Turkish merchant fleet. I don't want to pick a fight with the Turks. Shabazz. I don't think so. Oh, shoot. Is it just me or like, are they eating food faster now? That's what it feels like. Oh, yeah, James? Name one C.S. Lewis book. No, just kidding. Yeah, no, definitely big fan of C.S. Lewis. I've mentioned this before. There's a very unsung C.S. Lewis book that nobody really talks about. Till We Have Faces. It was his last novel. If you've not read Till We Have Faces, you should read that. I'm not gonna say much more about it. Okay, let me see. I wonder if I could have one less guy on this ship and still be fine. Yes. How about 2 less guys? Yes. How about 3 less guys? Oh, that's where they draw the line, huh? Okay, 2 less guys is 2 less mouths to feed. And more room for good stuff. So, we'll do that. Now, when we start our serious dueling, I'll deck out this ship with a full crew. That way, hopefully, we can force a duel. A duel. But we'll see what we can do. And just drop these guys off. All right, see you guys later. And they're over here in the boonies. Screw tape levers? I've never read the whole Screw Tape letters. I've read a couple of them. But I've never sat down and read the whole thing. Yeah, I don't want to play around with adjusting rations or stuff. We'll just go on a basic, like, there's less mouths to feed. That is interesting that you can do that, though. I appreciate the granular, modular nature of Uncharted Waters. Oh, shoot. Before we made it to the next one. Right there. So fala. So fala, so good. You can name about 5 or 6. If you can name all of the Narnia books, that's like 5 or 6 right there, right? I don't know if I can name all of them. It's been a long time. Also a big fan of The Abolition of Man. That's only like 3 chapters long, so you should definitely read that. As somebody who's into video game criticism, I think there's a lot in The Abolition of Man that's really relevant to that. I never read them. Seen the movies? Yeah, the movies are okay. Like, the first one is very much like a wannabe Lord of the Rings. Some of the later ones were like, all right. I don't know how this Netflix Narnia is going to turn out. I don't have a ton of faith in Netflix. Fun fact, C.S. Lewis was born in Belfast, so we rate him highly. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know that. Be sure to do that before you arrive in Masala. Oh, good to know. Thank you. The BBC Narnia series. Okay, now we're going way back. I did not see those growing up. I didn't read Narnia when I was a kid. I read them as a young adult. And my wife showed me the BBC Narnia. Those are so low budget. They're adorable. They're like, as I just say, children, we must travel across the land of Narnia. Like, are you falling asleep? Yeah, but whew, that's a throwback right there. I know James would know all about that, right? What else is? Have any of you read C.S. Lewis's space trilogy, his sci-fi trilogy? There's some weird stuff in that. That is super weird. Like, I read Paralandra and felt like I was having to exercise my theology degree. That thing is dense. Let's see. It's like a second Adam and Eve arguing with the devil about theology on Venus. Is the second book, Paralandra. Like, what a weird book. Okay, let's see what these glass beads go for here. 102. You know what? That's not too shabby. I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of these here. What the heck? Okay, and then I'm gonna stock up on on crew. Where is the bar? There it is. Cute little bar here. Oh yeah, yeah, they are on YouTube. I think that was the last time we watched them too. My wife's got the DVD set, so every once in a while I pull that out. I think the real admirable thing, you know, like joking aside, I think the real admirable thing about the BBC Narnia series is they're really faithful adaptations. And then they did almost all of them. I think they didn't do The Last Battle or A Horse and His Boy. Those ones are the ones that are like, yeah, they're probably not going to ever do adaptations of those. But they did quite a few of the other books. Let's recruit. You may lead to loosen your purse strings. So let's treat everybody. Hey, everybody wants some loose bowels from this coconut milk? Oh, that guy was a red mage. I don't know if you saw that. 78 guys. Yeah, I'll take them. Load them up. Okay, awesome. In school, that was probably the only Narnia adaptation back then. So yeah, it had to be those. Adaptation to film, at least. I don't know. I don't want to write off like radio or anything like that. Anybody a fan of radio dramatizations at all? I really like, I think it was also the BBC that did an adaptation of The Lord of the Rings, of course. It's the one with Ian Holm playing Frodo. I think it's the BBC one. And I also think that's pretty rad that that Ian Holm played Bilbo and Frodo. Culemaine, we could go up a little further, and then I'll purchase some more crew members. I think there's another port. I think there's 2 more. Yeah. Okay. Right here. Yeah, and then after this, we'll be going to Masala. Masala. Yeah, I've never read Wheel of Time myself. I have heard that it's very good. Fried plantain. I've had that. I'm not a fan of plantains. 74 guys. I think we're full up. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Okay, do I need to rearrange who's on what here? For, like, I've got a bunch of guys on navigation and, you know, sightseeing or whatever that is. Should I reassign whose crew where and stuff like that? Not until we arrive? Okay. So I'm actually going to save here. Then, and let's fill this tug up with some food and water. A little navigation, the rest combat. Got it. Let me take a peek here at the map again, just so I know. Yeah, okay. Get my bearings properly. Excuse me. All right, let me make sure I don't pass the place. Pretty sure I know where I'm going. No. See, I would have passed it right there. I thought it was the next inlet. But the lie detector determined that was a lie. Right here. We're going to stop in Masawa. Okay, let's go ahead and rearrange the crew. So maybe let's do 20 navigation. And we'll do 0 lookout, and we'll do 80 on combat. We have no cannons. I ain't spending any money on that. I should probably save here, honestly, because I don't want to do that whole sail trip a second time. Might not trigger right away. Oh. Well. How would I get it to trigger? Do I need to walk into one of these buildings? Let's see. Oh, Hugh just booked it for the back. Master Keone, have you found the staff yet? Not yet. Please wait a little longer. The Tooks have gotten closer to starting their attack. I know you are in no position to be making requests, but please, we are in no position. Oh, okay. Please find the staff as soon as possible. I'm ready now. I'm ready for it now. Le Café. There we go. We got a little cutscene. I wonder if he's found the Staff of Poseidon yet. All we can do is wait, I'm afraid. Oh, do love when a game just tells you to do nothing. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, coffee? I do like coffee. Okay. Well. Okay, sail around to different cafes and pop into them. Let me rearrange crew members here. I'll do this again. I guess I don't need anybody on lookout anymore, huh? I gotta get out of here because that track in particular is a little rough on the ears. I wonder if he's from the South Poseidon. They had just had to tell you one more time. Yeah, you're sailing just fine. Okay, there's a port all the way up here in the back. We'll go there. This is where... Oh, Cairo. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Vel Raptured, how are ya? Thanks for popping in on our surprise Sunday stream. How's everything going? How's your weekend? Let's check out the Le Cafe here. There we go. The pub. Nothing. Actually, yeah, no information at all. It's a great weekend. It's a really great weekend. Actually, beautiful weather today down here. So, looking forward, maybe go out and run around out there, do something. Throw the old pigskin around. Yeah, this is going to be expensive. Oh, shopkeepers? Well, let's try that here in Cairo. Oh yeah, how's the weather where you're at? Good old walking weather. It's one of the simple things in life. Like when the weather's good, priceless. Okay, let's go take a look at the shop. This place, the market, or the other place? The one with the sword. brother have anything to say to me? Okay. We'll try another town. Live in Kentucky. The weather's never good? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, no. A day to a couple months? I mean, I guess he is looking for the Staff of Poseidon. But now the trigger, that would have started once we left Lisbon, right? Or does it start once? Does the countdown start once you reach Massawa? King Creole Eagle, how's it going? That old Kentucky rain. It's just like Ray Charles used to say. Keeps Kentucky on my mind. Kentucky on my mind. Oh wait, that was Georgia, never mind. Only thing I know about Kentucky is y'all got good fried chicken. That's all I know. Oh, once you talk to the guy in Massawa. Oh, okay. There, try the shoulder buttons. At C, they make little faces. Try that. So far, I'm not getting any feedback from anybody in another port. Oh, main chat. Main chat works. Oh, yeah, Kentucky Derby. Yeah, horses, right? Mint juleps. I don't know what that is. Did bluegrass originated in Kentucky? I actually really liked bluegrass. There was a band I used to listen to called 16 Horsepower. They were kind of like dark bluegrass. It was good. It was good stuff. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Yeah, we're going to have to do some trading. The sucky thing is I've got this huge crew now that cost a lot of money. But it's just, you know, shooting oneself in the foot, I guess. Got a ton of food and water. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Did not know that about bluegrass in Kentucky. Let's go back and take a peek. Yeah, it's nice to have that camaraderie, right? That there's Southern hospitality. Let's see. Check in here again. Hopefully this doesn't reset the timer. That would stink. It does not. You know what? This is actually the only bad track to play Depraved Slasher. The only bad track that I come across. We're in the Middle East area, and this is kind of the Middle East song. This track in particular for this village is pretty bad. But I like quite a bit of the other music. It has a vibe. Let me see if I can find another town. There's a town that has like a Breath of Fire 4 fishing vibe to it that I like quite a bit. The soundtrack to this was actually done by Yoko Kanno, who did the soundtrack to Cowboy Bebop, which I think is really interesting. But we need to get out of there because I don't like that track. Okay, so it has to be a shopkeeper in the Middle East. I could, well, I don't know. I could take some ivory to Hanoi. But again, I have a full crew, so... Blah, blah, blah. I should have bought the crew after talking to the guy at Massawa. But how would I know that? I haven't played this yet. Yeah, and it's got to be a shopkeeper. It's not going to be... Or you mean like any shop? Like, does it like a cafe count? Let me see if I can't get to like another... We'll just like go to like another place. Maybe we'll buy some nutmeg or something. I don't know. You always had it trigger from the trader. Okay. Let's sail out of here for a minute and see, like I think this track is pretty good. The sailing track is very relaxing. It is a fairly short loop though. Let's see. Let me come around to here. Maybe there's like a short trade I can do. This reminds me a bit of the worst trading or waiting, the worst waiting minigame I'd ever heard or I'd ever experienced. I'm sorry. The worst waiting minigame or quest. The worst waiting requirement in a Super Nintendo RPG was in Draken. You just had to stand out front of a castle until sunrise, but you had to wait a full day at least until they opened the gates. I'm like, that's a little silly. Come on now. What do they got here? Ginger is a local specialty. Well, let's buy one ginger and we'll see what this guy says. Imagine the trader. He's just like, you bought, really? You sailed all the way over here, you bought one ginger? Go in, oh no, not that one. Log of goods. Ginger, as far as they're in Bristol, will pay you plenty for ginger. So that's a ways away, obviously. Standing, waiting for the water creature. Oh, yeah. For 3 minutes to get in. I forgot that about Earthbound. That's the one where the password is say nothing, right? Waiting to see if you get eaten or not when you enter the castle. Oh, from the sharks? I'm not going to sail all the way to Bristol. This is not going to be done. Let's see what else they might have here. Maybe something I can sell in Africa. Copper ore. And I can't imagine they'd have much use for cotton in East Africa. Maybe pepper? We're just killing time at this point. Okay. Not negotiable. And what the heck, we'll buy one cotton. Well, maybe one tea as well. This is just an exercise in wasting time. And tea. Okay, and then let's see what our book... Oh, too much to load? Okay. Take a restroom break? Could I sit on the map while this happens? I mean, they could starve to death, so I don't know. Oh, the Earthbound thing. Yeah, that would be a good exercise in patience opportunity to go to the restroom. Set time. One guy says you can just stay at the inn over and over again to pass time. That's something. Let's, yeah, that'll be cheaper too, for sure. Bristol, Seville, Bristol, Sofala. That's not too shabby, because that is on the that's on the east coast of Africa, isn't it? Let me double check that. It is on the east coast of Africa. Okay, so let me go ahead and shoot. Which one was it? I already forgot. Was it cotton? Stupid memory. Or was it tea? I think it was cotton. Yeah. But he doesn't want to let me... See, I don't know. Like, I really can't do any trading with this full ship right now. But, like, why? No, like, I still have room. Maybe I'll just try selling those other ones and see. Something's being weird. There's not, like, there's no weight limit on this. I don't think. Let's just sell this off. Oops. Pepper. Tea. Yeah, let's see if that actually let me buy some cotton now. Oh my gosh. There we go. Just make it 200 even. Yeah, that was weird. That was a weird little glitch. I had a bunch of individual single cases of different items for trade. And it wouldn't let me stock up even though I had more room. That was the first... It was the first real kind of glitch that I encountered in this whole thing. Okay, now let's see how far I can make it laden like this. Such as we are. Probably gonna have to stop round about... What is that? That's not the Sinai Peninsula. But we'll stop here. In Muscat. Yeah, this counts as the Middle East, so I could check shops here, see if they'll give me any notification of any sort. Now, how reliable do you think that is, Ravaging Justice, that you could just stay at the inn over and over and over again until it triggers? Does that seem like that? That should work, right? Because that passes the days. Okay, we actually made it pretty far. I think the game is not... the game is not really giving me an accurate bit of dialogue there to tell me how far I can sail with how much crew and food I have. Seems like we can make it pretty far. But just in case, we'll save right here. And see if... Yeah, it seems like it should work, right? Excuse me. Well, we'll take a crack at it and see. I'm I'm gonna make a little money here at Sofala. And then we'll go back up. It's been several days. Oh, shoot. There's the food and water run out just in time. There's Mozambique. 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 See this track. I like this track quite a bit. This to me sounds like a Breath of Fire 2 thing. Oh, what the heck? No. I'm here for food. I almost accidentally, without paying attention, almost made that big mistake. Guys are saying to sail to Europe and back, that should be long enough to see about 1 month. Phooey. Well, we've been sailing for maybe half a month now, right? I really don't want to sail to Europe, especially with this full tank of crew. And I could send them off and then rehire them. I guess I could do that. That feels very super wasteful. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. Ba ba boom. There's a little bit of the like Wii music in there. Do you ever stop and just wonder why was the system soundtrack for the Wii so good? And why don't we get more systems today that have a built-in soundtrack for stuff like that? Like, that would be amazing. Let's see. Cotton ought to be pretty good here. That's what he said. It's not, though. What did I buy this for? Like 10? 28? I guess. Whatever. We'll go ahead and sell that off. No, come on. Don't be silly. There we go. Okay, we'll do this. Yeah. And like relaxing system. Like, I never got tired of hearing the Wii system music. You could turn it off, I guess, if you get tired of it. But I never got tired of it. And I think that would be rad. The different channels and stuff like that. I remember a couple times I'd put on one of the Wii channels just to hear the music. I think that's my most listened to soundtrack on that stupid Nintendo Music app that like barely has anything on it. Every once in a while I'm like, you know what? I want to hear some Wii music. Yeah, you ran out of food and water. Big deal. Subsist on the dew of the universe. Oh yeah, the Wii Shop channel. Like PSN. The PS Shop should have its own soundtrack, at the very least. Oh, that's right. We're not going Oh man, the one that always gets stuck in my head. Okay, so still more time. I'm gonna try passing like 10 days here. Oh, and it checks every day. Okay. Brental floss? Who the heck is... Ishu, I was like, I don't know what Ishu is, but I just rolled with it. Oh, it does pass the time. It's November 22nd. Brental floss. I don't know if I know who Brental floss is. Is that the guy that sort of like has like the old school like Vsauce cadence? Like, hey guys, today on Brental floss, we're gonna talk to you about the planets. The planet Mars is this planet here. Kind of that sort of thing. That's not a great impression, but I don't know. Did video game parodies? Oh, okay. I don't watch a lot of YouTubers. I feel like YouTubers would ruin good stuff for me if I watched YouTubers. There's a couple that I really like. They tend to be more documentarians rather than comedians. I don't want to say something that's gonna get me in trouble. But you gotta think like you can get clipped, you know. We'll go all the way to December, I guess. This is not that hard. Oh, you put lyrics to video game songs. Oh. That would suck. I still have, I don't know if it was him actually now. The Dr. Mario song. Does it hurt to pee? Yes. Is it hard to see? Yes. I am diagnosing you with HPVO. That sort of thing. Y'all gotta just not to watch that stuff. Oh, is that it? Oh man. So that's the shtick for 2 years. I can't imagine 2 years of content and it's that. Yeah, there's better brain rot out there. You know what we were doing last night that was really, really satisfying? Watching 80s and 90s cartoon intro theme songs. That was a lot of fun. Krypton, we're going straight to the Wild Wild West. How's it going, Krypton? Good to see ya. What's happening? What's going on? Where in the World in Carmen Sandiego is good. It's good. I love the animation on that. I always think of the tune, Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? But the one with the great animation is like, Carmen Sandiego. It's like much more, it's not the melody. It's like much more like drawn out. And I always get those confused every time like I see that. I'm like, oh, this is the wrong melody. And I was like, no, it's the right melody. I'm just thinking of something else. Yeah, that's good. The G.I. Joe intro? Holy smokes. I mean, that's one of the most like impressive pieces of animation I've ever seen. They're like swooping around the Statue of Liberty, the cameras panning around all over the place. Really, really impressive. There's people jumping out of the sky, planes falling. Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego? Is the animated one? Oh, I found Carmen Sandiego. I don't know if you guys know this, but Carmen Sandiego is a red mage. Next time you watch any Carmen Sandiego content, you gotta acknowledge she is a red mage. Dwayne and Brando? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I could go back. How did two Carmen Sandiego, two of the greatest theme songs of all time? That's a good question. That is a good question. Yes. See, there's secret red mages all out there. Like, I've always thought that Balthier is a red mage. He doesn't have the look. He doesn't have the hat. But he's got the attitude. And let's face it. Being a red mage all comes down to attitude. I'm going to be playing a red mage when this game wipes in 2 weeks? What do you mean? Doing Uncharted Waters? When your wife and I dressed up as Waldo and Carmen Sandiego for Halloween? Yes. My wife wanted to dress up as Carmen Sandiego for this next Halloween. I was like, you should do it. And I'll be the floating, disembodied head voiced by the guy who also voiced Squidward Tentacles. Final Fantasy Online Beyond game? No, I have likely never heard of it. Yeah. What is it? Like a... it's like a mod or something like that? You strongly disagree with an actual red mage? That its attitude? How are you even supposed to pronounce that? Beyond? Beyond. I'm not going to pronounce it like beyond, because they could have put an E in there. The Scarlet Pimpernel is, in fact, the original red mage. Thank you for acknowledging the deep relationship that we have with Daffy Duck. I appreciate that. The Dragon Quest, what was that, 10? I played that. A little bit. Alright, this ain't working. Beyond. I just want to know how you play it. I have heard of Space Station 13. Never played Final Fantasy Online. I think I will never play another Final Fantasy MMO. I'm just gonna have to go with that. 14 burned me out on it. Kid you not. I tried like 6 times to get into that game. I'm the guy who likes Tetramaster but not Final Fantasy 14. Cause I'm not basic. No, just kidding. Ooh, somebody's gonna be mad about that. Don't clip that, alright? Yeah, as soon as I saw Final Fantasy Online, I knew it wasn't an official thing. So I thought mod, hack, homebrew, something like that. Yeah, I'd never heard of it. I was just telling this to somebody the other day. Actually, I think it was on chat. Somebody asked if I'd played Crimson Echoes, the Chrono Trigger homebrews, mods, whatever they're called. I really don't. I tend to play official releases more. Not that I don't like mods or anything. But I paid for the official games, so I gotta play those. I gotta play the backlog, you know. I would feel silly if I dropped $60 on a new game and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play a free homebrew instead. So I have to work through this backlog. I have to. I don't want to get to the end of my life and be in my deathbed and my kids are like, Dad, you have any regrets? I'm like, yep, buying 10,000 games that I never played. All right, it's already December 9th. There's got to be something. There's got to be something going on here. Like, guarantee I've been at it for over a month now. What do I have to check here? Gotta check something. TLDR, the guy wanted to make a game for people to roleplay, and it gradually devolved into an open PvP MMO ARPG with territory control elements. That's what it's intended to be. So the guy intended it to be something else, and then it turned into something else. And now that's what it's intended to be? Let's try the shop. This shop? I got nothing. I could try this guy here as well, just in case. Yeah, I got nothing. Oh no, Slasher, no. And then Slasher, this is after they told you that they ruined that listening to these ruined songs for them. You're gonna dive in on it? I'm in Masala. Yeah. It won't trigger in the port. What does that mean? Do I have to leave and then come back? Oh man, you're just begging for things to be ruined. I could do that for you if you want. Free of charge. I could ruin things for you if you like. Alright, let's get the heck out of Masawa. We'll go and come back. Because that was a lot of time. It's December 9 already. I want to say I got here... we got plenty of food. I want to say I got here like early November. So it's been about a month. Okay. Got it. Let's stop here. Now it has to be a Middle Eastern shop that you stroll up into. Okay. The trader or the shop or the pub. Like, I mean, I could check all three. But I'm not getting any, not getting anything. I don't think this port has a regular shop. Has a sword shop? No. Alright, well, let me try sleeping here a couple more times, because this one's not gonna have anything. We'll do like 10 more sleeps. The innkeeper's like, I'm gonna have to start charging this guy. Like, yeah, you probably should charge for your inn. You were gonna make a Christmas album called A Very Depraved Christmas. You writing a Christmas album with insensitive humor? I couldn't see that happening. There's no way. Yeah, I couldn't possibly, Vel. I appreciate you telling me about it. I don't think I have any room or inclination really to play an MMO. I think that sounds really cool, but I wish it caught me like 10, 15 years ago. Right now I'm like drowning in video games. Oh no, absolutely. And I'm glad that you told me about it. Yeah. I appreciate the info, like I said, but I can't get it. I couldn't possibly. I honestly feel like I'm drowning in video games. The last thing that I need is more video games. I told my wife recently. And she's like, then maybe you should stop buying them. Like, that's a good idea. You know, that's not a bad idea at all. At least this one's free, you know? Yeah, free stuff. And then there's subscription service. It's an addiction. I mean, we're really not even talking about gaming addiction anymore. I remember that was the big chat some years ago. It's like, can you get addicted to video games? Like, yeah, you can get addicted to anything, honestly. That's my take. But, you know, we're looking at being addicted to just buying video games, not even playing them anymore. So I've got to get through this challenge of Super Nintendo RPGs. I'm really excited to start my next set. Either Game Boy, in which case we'll play on Super Game Boy, or PS1, or Super Famicom. Super Famicom is going to be a little trickier. I think I might just get an EverDrive for that. I'd thought about getting repro carts for all of those, but that's like 110, 120 RPGs. And I don't think so, you guys. I don't know about that. I don't have the space for this. Game in case I have to play it a month or two. Yeah. It's only $70. I don't want to miss out. That's the way it is, right? Okay, I got nothing. Yeah, I don't plan to... Oops, this is the wrong house. I don't plan to buy the Super Famicoms. Like, maybe for a couple of those, I'll buy the import, you know, just for fun. But we would be doing original hardware plus emulation, for sure. Like, I'd still love to play this on the Super Nintendo. Like I said, I'll probably get an EverDrive or something. Okay, I have no idea how to get this thing to trigger. I don't think it does trigger. Ever. I think it's all a lie. It's all a lie. Yeah, you'll sail forever if I tell you. Maybe we'll do another cotton run. Build up some of that moolah. Let me go ahead and stop over here. It's almost Christmas already. It's gonna be like 2 months, you know. But I don't know. Of those, let me ask you. This is not. Let me be. I've always been frank with you folks. I hope you can appreciate that. I've always been open with you folks. Let me be frank. I want to ask you, which of those would you prefer to see more? Game Boy, PS1, or Super Famicom RPGs as a playthrough series? That will have, here's the honesty part, that will have no bearing on my final decision at all. But, I mean, I'm curious at least. NES? I don't know. I really don't think there are many great RPGs on NES. I really don't. I think the NES has some really cool hybrids. I tend to like the action RPGs on NES more than the more traditional RPGs. You'd like to never see Final Fantasy Legend again, ever? Hey, maybe I could ruin Final Fantasy Legend for you. I don't know. It was either Legend or Adventure that was my first Final Fantasy, and just look at me now. A Red Mage PNG tuber. I made it, Ma. I made it. But yeah, I don't know that NES is an option at this stage. I really don't. It's a small list, at least for cotton here is pretty cheap. It's a small list, at least. You know, if we're doing English releases. Oh, fine. I didn't want to haggle on that at all. Okay, we can carry quite a bit of these, and I do have food, so I'm not going to worry about that. Now let's go sell this down in Sofala. Did you beat it? It's such an old game. It's very, very old. So yeah, you're gonna have to do some combat, I believe it is, to get your combat rank up, and then they'll start joining you. But 3 ships, you could duel. I'm just saying, you could duel. Well, I just bought some cotton, so I'm gonna go down to Sofala, and then we'll come back up. With the Game Boy RPGs, like, I think there are some pretty great Game Boy RPGs, but they're all Game Boy RPGs. That, I think, is the main point. There's got to be some level of, like, it's not gonna get much better than this. I think that Final Fantasy Adventure is pretty good, though. Did you play FFA? Yeah, you could do it. You could do it. Just hit up a merchant fleet and sink them. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we need food. That's right. Silly me. Ba-da-ba. Okay, and then we'll go all the way down to Sofala, which is, I believe, much further down. Scoogy. Ooh, yeah. They are food-eating machines. This many mouths to feed, they just chew through that stuff. Well, like it's food, actually. Exactly like it's food. Yeah, Slasher, did you play Final Fantasy Adventure? I have to know. I know you don't like the Final Fantasy Legend. I like that they put the in front of it. But have you played the Final Fantasy Adventure? Okay, so first Mana game, as I'm sure you know. It's an action RPG. Plays a lot like a top-down Zelda. I think that one's pretty good. Oh, that's Sofala right here. Like, I would definitely put FFA over the Legend games. I haven't played 3 for a long time, though. Okay, let's sell this stuff here. It, like, barely pays for us to keep feeding all these sailors. Who are still full, right? Like, there's no... Yeah, we didn't lose any sailors to starvation or anything. Okay, now the goal will be to go up to a non-Masawa port in the Middle East and see if it triggers. Release the Legend games. Yeah, they were on Collection of Mana, right? Were they on another modern collection in a package? They're spin-offs. Like, I mean, if you're gonna try and beat every Legend game, or I'm sorry, if you're gonna try and beat every Final Fantasy game, I personally would just stick with the numericals, the main spin-offs that have like Final Fantasy in the title, and they're direct sequels, and that's it. Mated? Oh, you made it. Oh, you mated it is pretty great. Yeah, mainline non-MMO. Yeah, direct sequels. I could totally see that. That's fine. There are like 300. I counted them once. This was for a collaboration we did a long time ago. There's like 345-ish Final Fantasy games. There's more now because, you know, they keep making more. But that would be impossible, I think, to play all those. And you're going to be looking at, you know, My Time as the King and whatever that was called on the Wii, and like Theater Rhythms games, and yeah, some weirder kind of add-on spin-off type things like the FF Adventure and FF Legend. I don't know if you would count the Chocobo stuff too as spin-offs or not. But there's a lot. There's definitely a lot. Too many. One could say there are too many Final Fantasy games. You know, they stopped making them because there's too many. All right, still not getting anything. We are successfully not triggering this at all. We're doing a great job of not triggering it. It's closed. Okay. I'm going to sweepy by. It's definitely been like 2 months. What? You bought the $120 special edition twice. Okay. All right. That's which one is that? That was the one on there's a PS4 version for it in it. For there. We're not even speaking proper words anymore. I think I have that one. I haven't played it yet. Like, as I was saying, I buy games without playing them, so I have not played it. Whap, whap, I mean, so that would suck. If I do have to sail back to Europe, I'm going to go ahead and ditch this crew, because there's no way I'm going to pay to feed them all the way back to Europe. And if that is a requirement, that's pretty unfortunate. Because of, you know, the fact that you come down around Africa to specifically go to Masawa. The game points you in that direction. And then they want you to sail all the way back around, but that's not like actually said or anything like that. And again, this I'm looking for a specific trigger in a shop in a Middle Eastern port before I can go back to Masala. How's it going, Major Rage? Snuck in for the surprise Sunday stream. Trying to do a streak breaker here, but y'all are too clever for that. Glad the notice are working. How's your weekend, Mage? You know, you can play a Switch at home. That's I'm just kidding. That's usually how I play mine. I definitely used it a lot when I was out commuting, but now that I work from home, I still use it. It's handy with the kids. I don't know if you have kids, but when the kids want to use the TV, I'm like, oh, I still want to play video games, so the Switch it is. Shopkeeper Middle East Port will tell you that Turkey has begun their attack after about a month. Yeah, see, that's rough. That is rough. So we're going to have to sail all the friggin' way back to Europe then. Don't worry about it. Well, certainly don't worry about it here, because I'm not usually on or anything. How'd the stream go, Mage? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check Masala one more time. Oh, they're older, and yeah, my kids are younger. Switch was definitely a perfect system for having younger kids. Like, how old is Switch? Is 10 now? Yeah, sheesh. It's as old as my eldest, both 10 years old. So the timing was good. There's a lot I can play on Switch in front of my kids as well, so that's handy. Oh yeah, Wii U would have been that Nintendo fix for your kids' age for sure. All we can do is wait, I'm afraid. Okay, let me go ahead and go Nine Eyes here. We're gonna dump the crew. There's nothing else. I can't figure out what else to do. Cannot get this event to trigger. Like, I was very charitable towards you, Uncharted Waters New Horizons, and then you're gonna do this to me. Let's transfer crew out. I only need like 38 of you. 37 maybe. Yeah, that's alright. And I can dump them all on navigation, right? Like, I don't need lookout. Progress in the Romancing Saga 2 remake. Nice. How does that go? How does that go? How is that so far? Oh yeah, we'll pick up some gold down in the place. Oh, this is the wrong. What if it triggered right now? Wouldn't that be awful? Like, I just let all those guys go. Like, you're fired. And then all of a sudden, oh no, I need you for my belly button battles. That would be, it would be hilarious, but it would also be a huge Koei curse type middle finger. I really wish you'd been around here for the previous 2 games, Ravaging Justice, so you could have seen the Koei curse upon me firsthand. Okay, that'll take us, that'll get us pretty far, I think. We are going to go all the way down to Mogadishu, Mozambique, one of those Mo towns. And we'll buy some gold. We'll sail back to friggin' Bristol or something like that, I guess. And then come back, and that should be enough, right? Should be enough. Like, they're not gonna keep doing this to me. Nice. So I've never played a Romancing Saga. Where would you suggest one start with the Romancing Saga series? I say that as if I'm about to play a Romancing Saga game. And realistically, I'm not. But if I were, this is a very hypothetical. If I were, where would I start with it? And I always thought, this is Attack On. I always thought that would be a really cool YouTube channel. If anybody ever wants to collab on making a YouTube channel, a YouTube channel that takes a series and tries to arrive at recommending where players should start with that series. Because there are some where arguably you wouldn't want to start with the first one. You might want to start with the second one, or the third or fourth, or whatever. Or if there's a remake, do you take that into consideration? Things like that. Like we were mentioning Collection of Mana earlier. I would recommend that people start with that. Don't try and get Final Fantasy Adventure solo on Game Boy, but play it on there. Okay, here's gold. Gold, I love gold. And I'm not gonna buy it for that. Are you kidding me? 607. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll save some room for food and water. There we go. Start with the one Mage was playing or the PS4 remake of the first game. So start with the remake for Romancing Saga 2 or start with the PS4 remake of Romancing Saga 1? Oh, okay. Don't start with Legend. Well, for a Saga, how's that work? Is Romancing Saga and Saga the same thing, or what? I'll admit I can't keep track of all these names. There's like Trails, Trials. They knew what they were doing, you know. They knew what they were doing. Tales, Trials. I can't, you guys. I've got kids. I can't remember things. Let me see what our cargo looks like here. We'll have to stop. We'll have to make frequent stops. Similar but different series. So there's no canonicity or anything like that. Is it sort of like Xenogears, Xenosaga, and Xenoblade type thing? Where like there's some kind of shared theming and DNA, but other than that, they're kind of their own thing. Okay. Self-contained story in like the same universe or a different universe, different themes. Is there like any kind of chronology between them or anything like that? Yeah, like Breath of Fire, right? They all kind of connect along a chronology, but you could still say that they each have their own story. Like you could play Breath of Fire 2 just fine without playing Breath of Fire 1, I think. Okay, never explained. So we're gonna have to leave that one up to the fans then. Stupid. Uncharted Waters, New Horizons. Let me go say hi to my family real quick. They just walked in. I'll let them know that I'm streaming, and I'll be back for a little bit more. Okay. Did I resupply here? I did. Okay, so I've got a little bit more time that I can do a stream today. See if I can't make it all the way back to Misawa. Might have to do the battle tomorrow, but we've got I'd mentioned this previously on stream, but we're gonna have to rehome our beloved cat Gandalf. So there's somebody to come and meet him today, see if they're a good fit or not. It's gonna be tearful if we do decide to make that choice, but yeah, lots of circumstances in which that seems to be the right decision to make, unfortunately. I've had the cat for a long time, longer than I've had children. Maybe 12, 13 years. So he's very much feels like a part of the family, you know. Always tough to do a decision like this. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's gonna be some tears shed in the Norton household, let me tell you. But we had many good years with him, and you know, a couple different people that we're talking with. This one person, her cat recently passed away. Very similar breed to Gandalf's. So there's an opportunity, you know, for the cat to make her happy. And you know, very quiet home. She works from home. She doesn't have very young children. But yeah, he'll be missed for sure. He will be missed. Maybe he'll come back. Oh shoot, ran out of water and food. Maybe he'll come back the next day as Gandalf the White. He's a gray Maine Coon, ragdoll mix kind of thing. But yeah, maybe he'll come back the next morning knocking on our door, and all of a sudden he's a white cat. We'll be like, what the? We're still gonna have to rehome him. I don't know. That joke doesn't go anywhere, unfortunately. He is gorgeous. He is a very, very gorgeous cat. Here's a short anecdote. A while back in California, we were living in this 1950s home, and we spoke to a couple people about doing some renovation and repairs on the home. And so, you know, you talk to a contractor, they come to your house and stuff like that. So this one guy comes in, and he sees the cat. He's like, "Oh my gosh, that's the most beautiful cat I've ever seen. How much?" And we're like, "The cat's not for sale." Like, that's like walking into somebody's house. "Oh, you have beautiful kids. How much?" Like, no, like you can't just, you know, ask how much for my pet. At the time, my stepdad goes, he was like, "Oh, you should have said it'll be the cost of a kitchen remodel," but I wasn't that canny. So the dude was willing to haggle, though. I mean, I was like, "He's not for sale," and he's like $5,000. It's like $5,000 for a cat that you just saw 30 seconds ago. I was just like, we were talking about him being hypoallergenic because my wife is actually allergic to cats. So never had a problem with this cat, and that's a pretty valuable thing, you know. Lots of cat people who have never been able to really be around cats suddenly can if you can find a hypoallergenic breed. So have a gray Maine Coon mix. Yes. See, I'm telling you, twinsies. What's yours name? What's yours name? What's the name of your Maine Coon mix? It's a great breed of cat too, because they're very mellow. Like even when we had very young children, you know, very young children are noisy. They can be on the rough side. It's not like the cat was ever abused or anything like that, obviously, but like, you know, they'd trip over him or fall and stuff like that. But this cat just never scratched back, never slapped back or anything. Great cat. Oh, a stray hypoallergenic cat. That's like, hey, you roll the dice and get double sixes on that. What am I doing? Oh yeah, food and water. Smokey. Oh, lost him in a rough breakup. Oh, okay. Well, at least he's doing well, and you can rest while knowing that he's healthy and hale. So, don't know if we'll be making the decision today, but we'll see. Lightly allergic to cats? Yeah, sometimes it's worth putting up with, you know. And Gandalf's got a lot of hair. He's a very hairy cat. Um, and well, yeah, we've put up with a lot of the hair. There's an opportunity now. He won't be around the house, and we'll be able to kind of minimize some of the issues of that come with owning a pet. Of course, now my kids are like, we want fish. I'm like, you know what? If we move to Hawaii, you can go see all the fish you want in the ocean. But I think I might be retired for a little bit from owning a pet. Yeah, sometimes parents just attach, you know? And that is luck right there. Okay. Almost there. This was a long trip. It'll definitely be faster going back. I like when they put the trader right next door. Okay, let's sell some gold. Oh yeah, good price. Considering we bought each gold at 600. So that's a lot of money right there. Okay, now we can go ahead and seriously stock up and make that trip back to the Middle East. Cats' names are great names for cats. Persephone, Gilgamesh, Samurai, and Sweet Stuff. That's wonderful. That really is. I honestly think there is no bad name for a cat, because there are even ironic names that you could give a cat. I knew a cat growing up, real rough and tough guy. He was like a biker and like a construction worker, and this dude had a cat named Dog. And it was the perfect name for that cat. I've had cats named, and I had a kid brother that explains some of these names. I've had cats named Tigger, Simon, Ramen. Vicious was the name of one cat. Riku from Darkstalkers. That was one that when I was a kid, I really liked playing as the character Riku in Darkstalkers. So I named my cat after a fish man. And all of those names are perfect. There's no bad name for a cat. Like, try and think of one. I can't think of one. A Sid and Vivi? Too perfect. Oh, shoot. Do not sink. There we go. Whew. I'm gonna save as soon as this is over. Like, you could name a cat Earthworm Jim, and it would still be a perfect name for a cat. Okay, it is early in the year, so hopefully that's all the stormage that we hit. And we can just zoom on. Okay, this time, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check, because this has been months now. I'm going to check a nearby Middle Eastern port to see if the event triggered. If nothing, I will go to Masawa and see if there's any updates. And, barring that, I don't know, but I'll have to end the stream around that time anyway. I should probably stop here. Oh, I don't know, because I got a lot of... I think I got a lot of food and water. Let's see. Oh yeah, plenty. We can make it all the way up to to the Middle East on this. I'm going to name my next cat Uncharted Waters New Horizons. Still a perfect name. Name my next cat Koei Curse. Actually, that'd be really rad. A black cat named Koei's Curse, or Koei Curse. Quite nearly there. That's Africa. I'm getting rather tired of sailing around Africa. Hopefully, the latter parts of this game do not require me to sail around Africa, and I can do other sailing elsewhere. SSJ Vivi, also a perfect name for a cat. Let's see. So we'll pass by Massawa and we'll stop right around here. Let's see. Stop in Mecca, sure. Oh, navigation level went up. Sweet. Okay. Shop. Trader. Let's try the shop. If there's one here. Now here's a shop. God, still nothing. Really? It's okay. It's been like 4 months now. So I have no idea how to trigger this. Let's try a little gossip here. Oh, Vagabond Sailor, are you? What's your going rate? Yeah, sure. All right, so we got an extra guy. That's cool. If we need more ships, we could manage that. First maid, bookkeeper, navigator, sure. Never had this problem. It's weird. It's definitely weird. There's no other, like, is there, I don't know what I could consult or anything like that, but this is, we're coming up on like 5 months now since I initially talked to that guy. I'm just gonna have to go back to Massawa and imagine if I get soft locked on this. That would suck. I don't know. A certain level of fame. So right now I'm actually doing pretty good. Like that adventure fame right there is pretty dang high. When I was looking at some walkthroughs, like that's real high right there. More combat fame? Oh, you're just trying to get me to do more combat, huh? We could do that, I guess. Maybe it won't trigger if you're not adequately prepared for a battle? Right, this should be much less, I'd imagine. I wonder if he's right. I wonder if Temper is right about combat fame. There's just straight up nothing. Mentioned building ships. Okay. So are there particular ships that I should build, or should I just purchase used ships? I'll have to do all this tomorrow. But I imagine that, like, if I'm going to, if the requirement is doing more combat and then having a larger fleet, What I could do is go around attacking some other fleets and then hiring more captains and trying to get a larger, better equipped fleet, and then go from there. Right, that does seem to follow, for sure. I see your logic there. That definitely makes sense. It's curious that none of the guides would mention this, but maybe it's just an assumption on their part. Yeah, don't worry about it, Ravaging Justice. It's probably... I think Mr. Temper put his finger right on it. I think that's it. Gotta be. It totally seems like that would be what's stopping this from triggering. Which is unfortunate that they funnel you in that direction. Oh, something weird. Let's see if I recognize anybody real quick. Not really. Oh well. Okay, I'll see you all another time. I gotta split. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.